Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning brief. Today is Tuesday, September 19th. And we got a bunch of 8:30 numbers coming out, just came out. Let me refresh this very quickly. Canadian numbers all came out, a bunch of red numbers about CPI. Uh, in the US had building permits, which were greater than expected, and housing starts, which were less than expected. So let's talk a little bit about that. So permits are the most important piece, and the reason being is that in most local areas, the building permit actually costs the builder money. So the builder has to put up money. The potential homeowner may have to put up money in order to get the building permit. So the permits are extremely important because you actually have to do something. You have to put out money. Starts, however, are completely unrelated because it's based on weather, it's based on supplies, it's based on the local labor. Start if you have a permit, you've committed to building that house. So permits are more important than starts. Starts is just when do we actually get going on it, and while starts go up and down, the end result is that the house is going to get built because we spent all this money on the permit. So that's sort of the story there. Starts are down, don't care. It's related to weather probably. Permits are up, that is good, seen as the labor or the housing market is very tight, so that's a good thing. What else do we have today? You can see there's no US numbers, so nothing else for today. Moving on. Uh, my head and shoulders pattern, not a pretty looking one if we end up getting it, but we need to break down and take out this low for that to be a potential head and shoulders pattern. Where could it go today? Let's see. On the upside, I think we could easily see that low volume node around 45.2975. And on the bottom side, I think we could probably see that low spot right there, 44.80. But realistically, there's more downside, probably to the high volume node of 44.69. So that's kind of where we could go. Where are we on inventory? So inventory, interesting. We had a slightly up day yesterday, but look at inventory. Inventory was really big. So I don't know if this is buy the dip people that are coming in here and trying to buy the dip, because the market was not strong, but we had really strong inventory. So got a little bit of what's going on here. This is also correlated, so we're not too worried about it, but this is a pretty big divergence. Usually the curve and the slope of the curves are very, very similar. Here we have a much bigger inventory spike versus price. So keep that in mind. Maybe the next, if this is bottom fishing, may have another day or two of bottom fishing. And then the downside of this is that if the market doesn't go up, these people are all going to bail out. I would say they'd bail out if we break the lows of yesterday, but we'll have to wait and see. What else have we got? The intraday. Well, first of all, the overnight action was very, very minimal. You've got about 13 points from high to low overnight. That's a very small range. So that's kind of interesting. Support, or I should say resistance on the top side. We've got some resistance around 45.15, maybe a little bit around 45.36. And it's not very clear, 45.57. Not very clear on resistance on the top side. Support on the bottom side, much clearer as you can see here. Good support around 44.86. Some around 44.64. And around the whole number 44.50. So those are the support and resistance numbers for today. Stock Trader's Almanac is 47.6, so a slight negative bias. 47.6, so 2.4% negative bias. This is based on the Stock Trader's Almanac. This is a very big historical number for this particular day and time. That's all I've got for you today. Hope you have a great day. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Have a good one. Hey, thanks for watching the morning brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com. Thanks.